Brian, I want to say one thing going back to the stony heart. Another way you could look at that is a closed spirit. Have you ever, I'm not talking about your born-again spirit, but just the spirit of you inside. Have you ever encountered a person that you knew what they needed, and you were trying to give them the word and give them the answer, but they just close you off? They won't receive that from you.
Yeah.
You know, they just, and I call it closed spirit. It might not even be that, but they know what you're saying to them, but they won't receive that. You know, they just close you off. Sometimes for different reasons. I don't want to hear that, or whatever the reason is, but they'll close you off. So that's kind of like sowing on stony ground. The word, you know, is being sown, whoever is doing it, and that person deep inside knows that's really what they need, is the word.
Right.
But they don't want to do it that way. So they're just going to close you off, and they already determined, I'm going to do this my way. You know, and until they can open their heart and open their spirit to receive, that will always be stony ground. Yeah. So the word, and then if you liken that as a person planting a garden, you can't just take your seed out there. You're going to plant corn, just take it out there and scatter it on the hard ground. You have to prepare the ground. So the heart is being prepared when we open ourselves to receive the word that is sown. So if I try to sow corn and it's all rocks and stones, and it's not going to have a place to take root.
That's right.
So I have ministered to people through the years that had a closed spirit. And finally I just had to say to them, you really don't want to receive what I have to say.
Tell them what's going to, you don't want to hear it.
And I tell them, you know, you're not receiving.
That's right.
What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to give you from the Lord. You have it closed off. You've already made up your mind for some reason, you know, whatever it is. And those kind of people, if they don't open and receive, they're going to continue in that that mindset, I guess is a good way to say it. And the only way out is to open your heart to receive. So sowing the word, you know, whoever is up here ministering the word, we have to have a heart to receive whatever it's saying, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, but when we receive that word, then we can receive it with gladness, and we can grow up as the ear of corn. You know,
That's right.
It can happen for us. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to